This is Nighthawk roadmap for Zcash. We have Matt and Addy. And, well, welcome back, and let's go.
All right. Hey. Hello, everyone. The need for Zcash, a privacy-preserving network, has never been greater. We live amongst a world of mass surveillance and are on the onset of government-controlled CBDCs. It is so great to be amongst the group of builders and contributors bringing privacy to cryptocurrency. I'm Aditya. I joined the Zcash ecosystem following the sapling launch as a user, then a wallet builder, and a grants committee member. I have a decade-long experience in shipping mobile and e-commerce apps. And Matt here is the iOS lead for Nighthawk Wallet. He and I worked together at Panera Bread, where we scaled the food ordering app to 1 million active users. At Nighthawk, our primary goal is to empower everyone with privacy in the crypto world while fighting against censorship and oppression. To achieve this, we are dedicated to going above and beyond to ensure that both seasoned crypto users and newcomers can enjoy enhanced privacy. Our focus lies in providing day-to-day Zcash users with the utmost privacy and actively promoting the adoption of shielded Zec, working together with the community ambassadors and members around the world. As a privacy-focused company, we firmly stand against collecting automated logs from our applications. Instead, we prioritize direct engagement with our users, valuing their feedback and incorporating it into our wallet's development. Ever since my team focused on working on the Zcash network, we have dived deeper on the use cases, researched gaps in the ecosystem, and built tools and infrastructure to make Zec more usable. We have been working closely with potential users and educating them on the benefits of using Zec. Our project contributors come from 7 countries, and the community-driven translations are in 8 languages and growing. The majority of our team is non-US based, and we currently rely on US-based platforms to meet global compliance for distributing the Nighthawk wallet on the Google and Apple app stores. The exception being the F-Droid store, which is international and caters to our Google-free user base. We presented our roadmap to the Zcash community early this year, catering to filling the gaps in infrastructure, services, and wallet experiences in the Zcash ecosystem. Our original plan included a UX designer and a shielded assets cryptographer. Now reduced to a core team of 5, we are on track to publish our remaining deliverable of a fast-syncing wallet for the benefit of Zcash network. The Community Grants Program has proven to be a crucial driver of funding short-term proposals, enabling numerous projects to receive the necessary support and deliver their contributions to the ecosystem. However, there is a need to further incentivize and cultivate a culture of ongoing development and funding new initiatives and collaborations to continue growing the Zcash adoption, aligning with the original vision set in the ZIP 1014. So we look forward to explore sustainable funding mechanisms available for long-term builders in the Zcash ecosystem to fund our upcoming developments and initiatives. Next, I pass on to Matt to go over our product development approaches and the product suite.
Well, hello, everybody. At Nighthawk Apps, we've tapped into our talent pool to help Zcash developers and users alike by building great, easy-to-use tools. We strive not just to build great software, but to train great software engineers to break into the industry. And I like to consider myself to be an example of that. My first commit in the Zcash ecosystem was only just in January, and already I've had a chance to speak and make meaningful contributions to this ecosystem. Over the last 3 years, we've shipped a globally distributed Zcash mainnet and testnet infrastructure as public goods, which is actively used by a variety of projects. We've released the Nighthawk Wallet, native Android and iOS apps, and ZcashBlockExplorer.com for mainnet and testnet with open API support for developers. Now, we're working on revamping the wallet apps to deliver a much faster user experience, Exchange.js wallet for Zcash to enable Zec on Thorchain, a decentralized exchange and DeFi product suite. We also maintain an Elixir library that powers our tracker-free, open-source Block Explorer. And we look forward to integrating Zebra Node with our Block Explorer and Light Wallet D services. The Nighthawk team operates, maintains, and services LightWalletD.com. What is LightWalletD.com? Well, it's a very crucial piece that applications such as wallets and light clients can use to access and work with the Zcash blockchain. It's the Zcash public mainnet and testnet infrastructure, and our goal here is to work together with the Zcash ecosystem developers to deliver Zec blockchain access to every user. The Nighthawk team has successfully conducted one network upgrade and several Zcash manual testing, verification, and deployments prior to switching over to a completely automated Kubernetes-based setup, which is globally distributed across 4 continents for redundancy and low latency for our users around the world. The Kubernetes setup helps the infrastructure to scale easily and manage resources well. The LightWalletD.com service is actively used by more than 30 projects with code published on GitHub and GitLab. It's turned out to be a crucial infrastructure for the ease of accessing the blockchain for light clients and mobile users. The LightWalletD service requires active maintenance and emergency turnaround time for issues in production. The Zcash D upgrade workflow is suboptimal and can be vastly improved with platform engineering, automated testing, and QA. This service comes with quarterly transparency reports and a status page which gives real-time updates about the infrastructure. Users can check it to know if there are any issues or maintenance going on at any given time. So let's go over zcashblockexplorer.com. Also known as ZBE, it started out as an open discussion on the forum where forum users' input shaped the requirements of the grant proposal for building a community-owned, Tor-accessible open-source explorer that anyone could run. After all, achieving privacy extends to the level of viewing public transaction data on the blockchain. ZBE was the first explorer to support NU5 transaction information and does not contain any tracking or logging scripts. It supports open APIs for developers to query blockchain data directly in their applications, a feature used by Thorchain to verify transaction status. This year, we released a testnet version of our Explorer with open APIs for any developer to tap into. We look forward to integrate ZBE with Zebra Node and explore the upcoming shift of the consensus mechanism and dev fund to make the up-to-date status of the blockchain available visually to users. Next, let's talk about our core product, Nighthawk Wallet. Our core product, which is on track to relaunch in the coming weeks, was the first shielded by default wallet shipped that required spending out from the shielded pool only. It was originally started at the Hackathon project in 2020, organized by ECC, and subsequently funded by Zcash Foundation and the Dev Fund. With this shielded by default setting, users conduct their transactions with the confidence that their financial data remains secure from prying eyes. I'd like to highlight the importance of transparent funds and shielding. Before spending, it's crucial to shield transparent Zec into a private, shielded address. By doing so, we maintain the confidentiality of the parties involved and protect sensitive financial information. We understand the significance of user privacy, and that's why we commit to not collect any personal information during transactions, as is verified in our open source code base. Our commitment goes further as we strictly adhere to the principles of not selling any user data. For example, the unstoppable domain support in our wallet apps require an opt-in mechanism when mapping names to addresses. Secondly, we don't ship our apps with Google Play services, which are notorious for gathering excess information from our users. Safety is a top priority for us, which is why we take proactive steps to protect our users. We will warn our users about potential data leaks when interacting with third-party services. This way, you can stay informed and make secure choices, ensuring your data stays safe. And we will warn you if you're using the shielded address as a pass-through. That is, receiving funds to your transparent address, shielding it, and then immediately spending it all. In summary, we at Nighthawk aim to be the wallet for all your shielded and private digital transactions. So next I want to talk about the benefits of shipping a mobile-first experience. And we have a few points to cover this. So first, we have enhanced user experience. Prioritizing native development allows for a seamless and optimized user experience, resulting in higher user satisfaction and engagement. Second is the integration of third-party APIs. Native apps enable easy integration of various third-party APIs, providing users with familiar experiences and access to extended functionalities. Third, custom views and navigation. Developing natively ensures the ability to create custom views and navigation, allowing the app to adhere to the design guidelines and UX standards of their respective platforms, both Android and iOS, allowing easier extensibility to watch and iPad platforms. Fourth, we have simplified debugging and analysis. Analyzing and debugging native code becomes more straightforward due to its consistent structure and adherence to standardized principles. Fifth, seamless updates and maintenance. Being supported by Google and Apple, native apps can easily implement new functionalities, address errors, and launch updates without disrupting the app's usability. Sixth is long-term reliability. Investing in native app development ensures long-term reliability as it aligns with the continuous advancements in both the Android and iOS ecosystems. And seventh, we have maximized platform integration. Native development allows taking full advantage of the capabilities and features offered by each platform, resulting in a more robust and polished application, built as the platform developers intended it and as our users have come to expect. So how are we going to build the future? We have a few key tasks that we believe will be critical to this endeavor. First, we have our user-first experience. Our foremost commitment is to prioritize the end-user experience while building features. This approach ensures that our products not only meet, but exceed our user expectations. Second, maintaining and enhancing the mobile SDKs. So, disclaimer, following the spam attack on the Zcash network, the delays in our roadmap were caused by entirely relying on ECC for upstream mobile SDK development and updates, which significantly impacted wallet users' experience. Our initial goal was to avoid duplication of efforts and instead collaborate to work on a consolidated version of syncing algorithms and SDK maintenance. To tailor services specifically for Nighthawk Wallet, we aim to make strategic changes to the mobile SDK development. These enhancements will enable a more seamless and feature-rich user experience. This includes support for send-to-many, enabling our users to pay multiple recipients at a time, and even tip us every time for using Nighthawk for a transaction, helping with sustainable funding. Third, we have contributions to zips. Adi has authored 2 transaction fee-related zips, Zip 313 and Zip 317. Presently, Adi is working on Zip 315, focused on best practices for wallet implementations. Our team has actively participated and led the growth of the Light Client Working Group to improve wallet diversity. These contributions demonstrate our dedication to improving the ecosystem. Fourth, we have protocol-level changes. Following the delivery of Nighthawk Wallet 2.0, we will focus on protocol-level changes related to dynamic fee adjustments, posterity fund implementations, and self-funding mechanisms. These changes will contribute to a more sustainable and efficient Zcash ecosystem. Fifth, we have enhanced network-level privacy. We aim to prioritize user privacy by integrating Tor and NIM protocols, providing network-level privacy for wallet users' transactions. Sixth, we are extending integrations with service providers. We're actively and uniquely positioned to expand our partnerships with any service providers within the crypto ecosystem. This includes enabling ZEC spending via the Flexa network, facilitating in-wallet swaps, and exploring address name resolution protocols like Handshake. Seventh, expanding to watch platforms and tablets. To cater to different user needs, we plan to extend our apps to watch platforms for instant payments and tablets for point-of-sale payment acceptance. And eighth is our roadmap for a shielded messaging app. Our roadmap includes developing a shielded messaging features that combine the convenience of Signal and Venmo in a single interface, enhancing communication and transactional capabilities. We have an exciting future ahead with a strong roadmap, exceptional user experiences, and real impact through innovation and end-user focus. And I, for one, can't wait to see what we'll achieve.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So we still have time to work with Joel.
OK. So thank you for coming to our talk. Now we're going to invite Joel to join us on the stage for a brief brainstorming session to get feedback from our users, ideas about what you would like to see for wallet apps and features. So, Joel?
So Paco, would you like to go over the questions first? Maybe we can wrap that up.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, microphone check, 1, 2.
Okay.
We're going to need a mic.
So, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So we have 3 questions so far. The first one is, does Nighthawk Wallet have any future plans to integrate to the Osmosis DEX, considering the Namada plus Zcash partnership?
That's a great question. Yeah, Namada has been, Namada is exploring a multi-shielded assets protocol. And since Zcash is also planning to move towards the IBC style setup, it does make sense to invest in learning about how to start swapping assets in that ecosystem. For now, we are focusing on L1 swaps, but we would in the future want to give the ability to Nighthawk users to store various types of assets on both the Ethereum ERC20 chain and the IBC style protocol. So yes, we can look into that.
Great. I have another question. Let's go. So Nighthawk was the first wallet I used for Zcash. I contributed to the translations, and I loved its redesign. But will Nighthawk Wallet be the best wallet for Zcash after the next update?
I mean, that's up to the users to decide. We are doing our best to provide a unique experience, and we are open for any feedback we get following the relaunch of the wallet with the updated SDKs that will provide faster syncing and better syncing capabilities against the spam attack that we have been undergoing. So yeah, we're ready to work with our users.
Awesome. All right, we have more coming. So third question, how do you balance the need to educate users in-app versus flooding them with too much information and choices that they might not realize they had to make?
Right. So there are different approaches for user education in-app. One of them is first-time use. When the user installs the application, we take them through a tutorial. But we have learned that users mostly like to skip it and get to the part of starting using the application. So we have chosen the path of only when a user takes a potential action, then in that case, the first time you educate them about what that action is going to mean for their intent and if there are potential data leaks. And there's much more to learn on this. We have to get to increasing the Zcash adoption. That means educating non-crypto users to understand this self-custody tech. So we also want to work together with Zcash, like community. There are these organizations like Zcash in Spain, Spanish community, the Zcash Brazil community, and around the world. So we want to understand their regional expectations, maybe even cater to regional language-based education. So there's much to explore there.
Great. We have another question coming. So the question is, what is the capacity for Nighthawk to pursue business integrations for the wallet for services that do not yet support Zcash?
OK, so that is, to repeat, how do we get Zcash and Zec integrated into businesses that today don't support Zec? So that's a broader ecosystem challenge, right? We want to convince everyone in the crypto industry that privacy is normal. There's nothing like different about it than other cryptocurrencies. Instead, here we have extended protection for our end users. So the benefit of Zcash we have is that we have support for transparent addresses. That is one easy way to start getting integrated. But the thing that's been missing for our ecosystem is dev tooling. So even if we want to get someone onboarded, there's no easy way for them to hack on something and get integrating with Zcash. So we will need to develop good enough dev tooling, sandboxes to attract third-party services. But for now, we are trying to get other third-party services that support Zec to be used within the wallet, so the Zcash users can actually find out what can they do with their Zec.
All right, and I have a last question here. It's short. Question. Would love to see viewing key support. Would this come soon?
Right. So again, exploratory phase, there's multiple types of viewing key support. First is whether we should allow the viewing key visible in the wallet app itself. So we plan to do that. We initially did not do it because our new user base were prone to sharing that viewing key, not understanding what it is. Goes back to the user education aspect. And the second feature is having the ability to input a viewing key in your wallet and then sync all the transactions. So for that, we had added the support in the zcashblockexplorer.com to be able to paste a viewing key and securely access its transactions via a Tor connection as well. Yes, much more tooling has to be developed in our low-level code libraries to make it happen in the client app. But we will get there. We'll slowly add advanced features to the wallet apps.
All right. These are all the questions we have from the audience. So,
Right. Thank you for asking all the questions. As for the brainstorm session, I think we can follow that up in our wallet working session. Right? We have 2 following wallet working sessions after this, so please join us with Joel over there to share your ideas, what you would like to see in Nighthawk Wallet and other wallets for Zcash.
all right. I'll leave you to it. Are you going to carrying this session?
All right. Thank you all.